Okay, I'm going to start. That's where I started out at. And there's the plaques up there. And we're starting to walk down the field. I don't know if on the camera it comes to where you can really tell the, you know, the level, the grades and how much the hill is. Pretty steep, but this is almost like a natural amphitheater. I didn't realize it was this well done, or just naturally built, I guess. No wonder they use this. And shoot, I imagine the moment they saw this, they're like, oh, score! We got ourselves an amazing place. Anyway, so my thing about Woodstock, not so much the concert, obviously the concert, the performances. One thing that's frustrating is, if you watch the movie Woodstock, they spend a lot of time talking and not showing the concert as much. And then I've seen bits and pieces of the artists and some of their full shows. Like, you couldn't really find the band, yet I can find parts of their show online, on YouTube, or other artists. Just doesn't really matter, but I want to see their whole performances. And I wonder if one day if they'll ever release just the performances without anything else. Anyway, I'm walking down. I'm almost down to where the stage is. This is roughly where the stage is, this little dividing line. They said they put the stone in here when Stevie Nicks played. And the stone's back here to help support this, to support the weight. So I imagine if you're here, this is where the stage would have been. And this is the view. And it's just incredible. He said the main people were pointing out this way for whatever reason. The stage was pointed out this way, not up this way. But either way, you could just see why this is just a natural amphitheater. It's amazing. It's just incredible. And it's emotional. People talk about, the guy was up there talking about the vibe, and anyway, the vibe here, and I just guess I feel it. It's part of, there's a peace sign out there. You barely see it. You probably can't see it on the camera. But I just think this is an amazing, incredible experience. I'm going to walk back. I'm going to slowly turn around for a second. I'd imagine this is where the backstage people were, the support stuff. I played in a band. We played a Tibetan Freedom concert in 1998 at the RFK Stadium. And there was a big backstage area. This is pretty small. But one thing that was cool about that was being backstage and hanging out with all the other artists. Because all the other artists were there. It was a movement for Tibetan freedom, obviously. And all the artists wanted to be there and hang out together. In fact, most of the artists actually flew on the same plane. On our plane was Beck, the Foo Fighters, some of the guys from REM, I believe, obviously the Beastie Boys. I'm going to end up missing some of them for sure. I think Pearl Jam was on our plane too. Who else? God, who was I sitting next to? I don't remember. Anyway, hard to believe you'd forget that kind of stuff, but anyway, going back to Woodstock, this is just unbelievable. This is the spot where Jimi Hendrix played the Star Spangled Banner. They were roughly about 30,000 people here at the time he did that. It wasn't, there wasn't 480,000 people here, or 500,000 people here by the time he played on Monday morning. He was playing 12 hours late, roughly. Anyway, I'm going to turn this off and just kind of soak this in for a few minutes. It's just unbelievably powerful. Okay, I feel it. All right, I'll be back in a minute.